Castlevania Legacy of Darkness released for the Nintendo 64 on December 1st, 1999. Castlevania 64 is another game that I grew up renting a ton but never actually owned. Then around the time when they were phasing out the Nintendo 64, I ended up buying a used copy of Legacy of Darkness from Blockbuster for $15 but never actually played it. In my mind, I always assumed it was a DLC version of Castlevania 64, but it turns out it's a completely different game with a completely different story. Apparently it's the prequel to Castlevania 64. There are 4 different playable characters, each with their own story. Probably my favorite part of Legacy of Darkness is that you can transform into a werewolf. Sure, the controls are a little clunky, the camera's a bit rough. Even when I figured out that you could press the right bumper to center your camera behind your character, the platforming was still really difficult. This is one of those games that I feel like gets a bad rep, but is actually not a bad game. And maybe it's just me, but I would love a remake of this game.